I remember J. Cole had a bar. There's some things you can't escape. Death, taxes, NRA. But I beg to differ, there's one more. Getting rejected. Something everyone has been through. From not making it to the cool kids table, being told you didn't make the cut to a sports team, or your crush telling you look like the desk lady from Monsters Inc. But the point is, rejection has many forms and we all have dealt with it one way or another. So, hooray for humankind, nigga.
Hooray.
But things are never that simple. The rabbit hole gets much deeper. Cause what happens when you not only get rejected, but the person that rejects you is chopped as hell? I tell you, you implode on the spot. I can't even cap. In them type of situations, I wish that was the answer. What truly happens is you carry that burden throughout life, lying in your bed alone some nights, replaying that very interaction. But today, we're gonna go over the entire process of getting rejected by Chopped Shi. From your intentions to even interacting with Chopped Shi in the first place, to the lingering effects after the wild encounter. And by the way, if you made it this far into the video and you're still wondering, what the hell is Chopped Shi? Get your slang badges up, nigga. For real though, it just means an unattractive person. To begin today's intellectual conversation, let's start with this grotesque reason why a lot of us even entertain Chopped Shi in the first place. Thinking with your Boing Boing, leading with the needle. Or for our female viewers, letting that ussy phone home. Don't ask me why I write these scripts like this. All jokes aside, we all have been horny. And sometimes you just wanna. But before this video get demonetized, I'm gonna talk about this in a more PG way. Messing with Chopped Shi while you're horny is pretty much like getting food. I know how that sounds, let me land. When choosing where you wanna eat, there's always a more expensive option, right? It got you hungry just thinking about it. But on the other hand, you have reliable fast food. It's nothing to run home about, but it will get the job done, and it has none of the extra task of a expensive restaurant. And usually fast food is more convenient with their sheer numbers, you know? And with that being said, it leads to some individuals choosing for a quote unquote more easier target. And I already know what some of y'all thinking.
This is messed up. How can people do this?
And I agree. It is pretty jacked up how human would treat their fellow man. But on the same token, it is the reality of the situation, so what can we do about it? At the end of the day, niggas just be wanting to do the nasty. And when I say niggas, I mean girls and boys. This is not a gender specific video. Our next reason to approaching Chopped Shi is slaying the dragon, sharpening the sword, or in other words, just getting practice. A good majority of us will flirt, get the number, and even crush Chopped Shi just to better our skills for fine shit down the line. We all been there before. It's like you talk to your crush, you got zero game. But when you talking to a level 15 orc, you become Hugh Hefner reborn. So naturally, it will only make sense to start the game on a slightly easier difficulty, grind a little bit, get that experience, and then when you're comfortable, raise up to a higher difficulty, and then take on a stronger challenge. You must be warned though, don't get too comfortable on those lower levels. You might make a mistake you'll be paying for 18 years. I've seen many brothers and sisters make this fatal mistake. Don't be a part of the statistic. Now, this intention right here to mess with Chopped Shi is one of the most dookiest of them all, I'm not gonna lie. All other options are exhausted. Now, this takes many forms. You got running through the roster. All immediate fine shit has been wifed up. No fine shit being in the proximity. And worst of them all, looking so much like a goofy, even fine shit that likes you won't give you no energy. I personally been through that before. So you're not alone if you also been through it also. Yeah. But there's one out of this group I listed that I want to go a little bit more into detail about. No fine shit being in the proximity, since that was recently my situation. So basically, not so long ago, I was working for this known company that most of us get our groceries from. More specifically, the said company's warehouse. And long story short, there were little to no woman that I'll personally call attractive working there. Which is cool, fine, you know. But me being a 19-year-old man at the time, I couldn't be no area for 10 hours out my day and not at least try to flirt here and there. I just couldn't, I'm sorry. I'm an animal. And it got so bad to the point I didn't use my normal 1 to 10 scale that I usually use to determine if a girl's attracted to me or not. I used a modified one that I called the workplace scale. Yeah, I know, it was treacherous times around then, I'm not gonna lie. But to give you a better idea on how this works, I'll say a woman I'd consider 6 out of 10 outside of work on the workplace scale would be a 8 out of 10. So you got bumped up 2 points just because the competition is so low in the workplace. And this is not necessarily just a workplace thing. I remember being at school, this would happen. I remember, that's pretty much it, working school, I don't know. Cause when you're outside and about, it's really not that problem. You're gonna see some attractive woman in passing, that's just what happens. Or boys for the girls watching. Like I said, this is not a gender specific video. Here's a bonus reason to mention before we get into the effects of the rejection. We can't lie, y'all. Chopped Shit be giving us the attention we be needing.
Yes, sir.
They be giving us that love we be needing. You can be having a bad day. Chopped Shit will sit there and talk to you for hours about your day. You could be needing something. Chopped Shit is gonna make sure that need is fulfilled. And above all, Chopped Shit is just gonna make you feel wanted. I'm not gonna lie. Even if you don't want to entertain Chopped Shit at all, everyone appreciates the fact that someone finds them attractive, funny, cool, Sigma, to the point in rare cases you will even give Chopped Shit a shot. Might take them out on a date, might. Now what we all been waiting for, the title of the video. To get really into detail about this phenomenon, I'll speak on a time this personally happened to me. So I'll say a year ago from this very day, I went to, funny enough, a Walmart to grab groceries for my mom. While looking for said items, I noticed a badonk. So naturally, I'm interested. I ain't gonna lie, with tactical movement, I rotated across the map from a distance to get a glimpse at the face card. And let's just say, it declined. Not even trying to be mean, but shorty face was chopped, in my opinion, you know, in my opinion. But I think to myself, F it, we ball, and approach the woman. I'm hitting her with straight gentleman game. Excuse me, miss, I saw you from across the room. Which she immediately replies, what you want? So now it feels like boss health done appeared. But through my days in boot camp, I learned not to let hiccups ruin the entire conversation. So I told her, no, I was just trying to get to know you, doing a light skin face and shit. But guess what she says? Know me for what? Know me for what? So now at this point, we all can make the conclusion. She's uninterested. But at the time, in the moment, my pride was so hurt, I stood there and talked to shorty for an additional 20 seconds, which was just a hostile environment of me explaining on why I wanted to know this nice woman and her just repeating, for what? So in the middle of the 5th for what, I just walked away mid-convo, I'm not gonna lie. That was the only W I took right there. But as I was walking away, I was still grasping a firm, warm, big L. And after these type of rejections, the thoughts swarm you.
Shorty must have found me ugly. Fit couldn't been hit. My game weak. I must have been a booger in my nose. My barber fuck up my hairline. She didn't like the color of shorty must have like white boy.
But if we all being for real, these are just excuses you create in your mind to cope with the situation. Cause all you really thinking is, ain't no way Chopped Shit rejected me. And that one thought enhances the L by 10 times. Junk be feeling like stepping on Legos and stubbing your toe right after. Just a overall painful experience. And these be the type of L's that create a debuff. I know before in the past, if I got rejected by a girl that I would consider Chopped Shit, when it came to talking to fine shit, my confidence wouldn't be the best, because it's like, if a girl that doesn't look that well didn't like me, how would a girl that do look good like me? And depending on the person, this train of thought could be with you for days, months, years, or until your last breath. But to sum up this video, I want to leave a little token of wisdom. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And before you type up in the comments, this nigga corny as hell, what I said is true, you can't even lie. I know personally in my own life, I had girls find me very handsome. And I had girls that thought I was mid. But at the end of the day, what we all gotta realize, and truly realize this, is we can't control what the next man or woman thinks about us. So therefore, the only opinion that truly matters is your own, because you dictate how you feel. And for people out there that think, man, I'm chopped as hell, I'm chopped as hell, chill. Go live your life, explore, have some fun, work out some more, pick up on some hobbies, trust and believe. There will always be someone out there that is waiting for a person just like you. It's corny, but it's true. So I thank y'all for making it to the end of the video. If y'all want to see more videos like this, make sure y'all subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend, maybe, okay? And I also just want to say thank y'all for the support y'all showed on the last video. If y'all came from the last video, the 2K video, because we're gonna be able to reach 700 subscribers. And it's a small milestone, but it means something to me. But anywho, have a blessed remainder of the day, like I was saying. And Eli pulls out. Deuces.